What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over how you could get Spiritomb early in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. There's been a lot of questions about how Spiritomb works in this game because it does not work like the original games. So in the original games, you were able to go underground, speak to one person on a local Wi-Fi, go back up, repeat the process 32 times, bing bang boom bop bada boopy, you get yourself a Spiritomb, fantastic. Not at all. It works so differently. In this game, Spiritomb does require you to talk to 32 people. However, they have to be NPCs, and however, they have to be unique NPCs. At time of recording, there is no way to interact with online players downstairs in the underground, so apparently that's just out the window. In addition, you can't go up, go back down, spam the same person. It has to be 32 unique NPCs throughout all of the Grand Underground. Right now, there's sort of an idea that Spiritomb is somewhat locked to the post-game, and in my mind, it didn't make sense because you get Spiritomb after your second badge. Well, you get access to the place that Spiritomb can spawn. After you get your second badge in Eterna City, you're going to be heading down Route 206, you're going to be heading on Route 207, Heart Home City, where Amity Square is, Pokemon follows you, great. And then you're going to be making your way to Route 209, where you're going to be finding this big old rock. This big old rock is where Spiritomb is located, and when you interact with the rock, it's going to say one of many different things. This hollow tower can say, it appears to have been built many years ago, which is probably what it's going to say the first time you interact with it. That means that you've spoken to 0 through 7 underground NPCs. 8 through 14, its stones appear to have shifted. 15 through 21, is that crying coming from inside the tower? 20 through 28, is the tower shaking ever so slightly? 29 through 31, there is some sort of presence, it appears ready to emerge, and 32 or more, it says, Yalla, and you get yourself a Spiritomb. So in your mind, you're like, yeah, easy, talk to 32 underground NPCs. It's not easy. I have spent, actually, 7.5 hours researching this for you guys. And for myself. Mostly for myself, but I'm sharing my findings with you guys. Now do keep in mind, game officially released yesterday, so all of the internet is not on this. Instead, just, you know, whoever got the game early, whoever really grinded, or Australian release date, things like that. In the future, this information may be readily more available, but right now, it's just what we know. I'm gonna go to Flora Town over here and dig down because I want to explain something to you lovely people, okay? I chose play alone for all this because I want to just get my findings and I don't want Lightstones to distract me. When you're down here in the underground, you're gonna be on what I call your underground routes. You've heard me in videos talk about it before, you know what a route is. It's one path of patches between different biome areas, and it's segmented by different biomes. So, in this one underground route, I ran around and I found one NPC. Great, I've marked it down on a list. And then, after I did all of the areas, I was like, there's not nearly enough NPCs, you have to go to the post game. And that was sort of everyone's belief. Oh great, here's someone. Michelle. Hi there, Michelle. So I wrote Michelle down on a list for this segment of the route being underneath Flora Town. Cool. After I did that for every single route in the game, I compared my findings with my friend Johnstone.
Yeah, Austin, you know what's crazy? In my head, when I know exactly what you're gonna ask me. I know 100% what you're gonna ask me.
And Johnstone had a very different list of people. And I was like, how are your people so different from my people? So then it got me thinking, what if there's more than one person in each underground segment? So I went out and I found Michelle again. Great. So then I respawned into the room and out of the room again. And Michelle was not there. And I was like, well, maybe they just have a chance to show up and Michelle might not be there. Maybe there's no NPC down here. Nope. There's always an NPC, and you need to find the different spawning locations. From what I've found, almost every underground route has 3 spawn locations for an NPC. Look, here's an NPC. It's Michelle again. Okay, so I was like, well, cool. Michelle can be in 3 different places, and Michelle wasn't here. Okay, maybe she's in a 3rd spot. And I'm gonna walk down here. Hey, look, it's Michelle. So I was like, all right, cool. You know, there we go. Definitive proof Michelle could be in 3 locations. But again, the numbers of names didn't add up. And when I walked down here, I went to the same spot and that's not Michelle. This girl has a hat on. It's Mary. And I'm like, I haven't spoken to Mary before. That got me going a little bit crazy here. So then I booted up Photoshop and I started to record my findings. And I came down here and I started making notes of all the different NPCs that I came across. I also made an Excel sheet of all the different NPCs I came across. Nope, it's not that easy. It's Spiritomb, it's not gonna be easy. So with my findings being a little weird, I decided to reach out to my Discord and I had 3 people help me. Duel Links, Josh, and Purple, shout out to you guys. And we ran the same area over and over for about a half hour. And we had very, very different results. In the area, which is the right side of the large biome down here, which is if you dig underneath Orberg, 2 of the people in the group have found a total of 9 NPCs in this one area alone. It would appear as though Letitia is the fixed NPC and therefore the most common one at 4 different points that they can spawn. And then a wide variety of other names. Me, I'm in the post game and I only found Kawaki, Michelle, Troy, and Harper. So we have a few theories. If you're not in post game, your rare NPC spawns are going to be more condensed. If you are in the post game, then your rare NPC spawns are not as condensed. So if you were to go to every single route in the post game, you're gonna find all of the fixed spawns. And my theory, just a theory, the routes that you haven't visited yet, those NPCs that are local to those routes become floating and can be anywhere down there. Just my theory. I think this is pretty much conclusive evidence that you can get Spiritomb with only 2 badges. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, but it can be done. So what's the TLDR? What do you actually need to know for Spiritomb, right? My findings on Spiritomb. My findings for Spiritomb and my advice for Spiritomb. If you want to play through the game with Spiritomb, which by the way, in order to activate the thing, you need the old keystone that you get on the route to the left of the city that has Amity Square. And there's another one hidden in a town, and you also dig them up throughout the game. They're more common in post-game. If you want to journey with Spiritomb, you can. However, get ready to spend between 5 and 10 hours looking around and jotting down every NPC that you've spoken to. It can be done soon as you get access to the underground with just going left and right of the Grand Expanse area and then also heading down here to the bottom left, which is underneath Flora Roma Town, which you just walk over, use cut once and you're here, right? If you don't care about journeying through the game with Spiritomb, just play through the game. Play through the game. Eventually, once you get to post-game, this area over here is going to be readily available. We think NPCs might work differently here, or they're more common, or they're more unique, or some other mechanic like that. Which if you have multiple old keystones from digging, or if you found the hidden one or whatever else, yes, you can have multiple Spiritombs. I got this Spiritomb, and then I started recording my video yesterday with zero NPC interactions. It appears to have been built many years ago. And I think I'm almost at the number. In fact, I'm gonna save in front of this. It appears ready to emerge. Wait, doesn't that mean I'm almost done? Oh, that means I need to speak to like 1 or 2 more people. Okay, let's do that. So I just got done with all of the studying that we were doing with the Discord group, which I cut in earlier in the video. And I did find a unique NPC that I have never found before. So now I should have enough to encounter Spiritomb. Now, a few things about this encounter. 1, this is a static encounter. You can save right in front of it and you can re-encounter it. So now I'm going to interact with it. Yalla. And doing that, you're gonna get your Spiritomb to show up. Now, if you wanted to shiny hunt Spiritomb, you're more than welcome to. You just close out your game, make sure you save beforehand, you reboot the game, and then you go right back into it. This is such a long boot screen. Which obviously you have to do that for like Dialga and Palkia if you want to shiny hunt it. Can you do the runaway method with Spiritomb? Yalla! I don't know if you can do the runaway method. I'm not gonna test it. I'm not gonna test it, and you know what? I don't think you're mad at me. I was not prepared for this at all. What color is it? It's blue and purple. What ball do I want to use for that? I don't really have a good ball for this. I didn't do the Amazon pre-order. I do have a lot of Premier balls. What's its catch rate? That's only a 21% catch rate with a Premier ball. And what level is it? 25? Yeah, level 25. What moves does it have? It doesn't have a move that's gonna hurt itself, which is good. I don't want to hit it with anything. Let's just spam Premier balls until I get it. So, yeah, you may be asking, hey, after you catch Spiritomb, can you get another Spiritomb? And yes, if you do speak to another 25 people, you can get Spiritomb, and you can shiny hunt Spiritomb. He's so slow. He's slow. So yeah, TLDR. If you want Spiritomb, you're gonna have to run in and out of rooms a whole lot when you have 2 badges, or you can make your way to the post game where there's gonna be more NPCs available. It's your option on what you want to do. You can save in front of it. You can re-encounter it for a shiny chance. My theory, your rare NPCs on every single underground route are going to change daily. There you go. Well, my dudes, I hope this video was helpful for you guys with a little bonus unexpected shiny. If it was, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.